Hi guys, I'm Tasha.
What's going on, guys? My name is Bryan.
And today we're going to teach you how to recycle crayons. Not only is it good for you, yourself, but if you have younger siblings who like to break up all the crayons and then parents get upset because you have to throw them away, instead of throwing them away, you can make new block crayons. You're going to want to pick the crayon colors that you really like. We have some done here already. And then after you pick those crayon colors, you're going to want to peel them off and find something to put them in. You can use regular muffin tins, you can use silicone tins, whatever you like. Today we have silicone heart shapes and silicone bug shapes. And Bryan will show you how to break them up and put them into the casing to get the kind of crayon you want.
So what we're going to do is break some of the crayons up and begin to put them into the mold that we want to make. Right now we're choosing to do a beetle. And I just want to let you know that in the event the crayon is a little tougher than you might have thought, you can ask a parent or ask somebody to grab a knife and chop it up for you a little bit.
All right, so you'll notice Bryan is breaking them up into smaller pieces. You want to get them as small as you can, but if they're not perfectly tiny, that's absolutely okay. And also, when you're filling them, you either want them like right at the top, like this heart right here, or slightly bubbled over like this centipede right here. You don't want it overflowing because then your wax will melt into the oven and parents will not appreciate that. All right, once you have your pieces where you would like them to go and they're as full up as you can get them, or you have crayons to do them, you're gonna put them in a tin so that when you take them out of the oven, if the crayon is liquid, it doesn't spill out into the oven. And if you could. Thank you, sir. And then you're going to set your oven to 300 degrees. Once it is all the way preheated, we will put these in and cook them for 8 to 10 minutes. And we'll come back to see what our results are. So when they are all done, they're going to look very liquidy like this. So that's why you're gonna use very careful hands to take it out of the oven. Because even though we have it on this metal tin, you don't want to spill wax in the metal tin. And then you're gonna let them sit and cool. And if you're really impatient and you really want them to cool quickly, once they're a little bit more solid, go ahead and put them in the fridge to make them cool even faster. So when your crayons have solidified, you can just pop them out and they'll come out just like this. So what you're going to do is you can either do it two ways. Stretch and push up with your fingers, or you can just flip it over and kind of shove it. Boop, boop. Oh, whoop. There we go. So now you have crayons, recycled crayons. You can make these any shape, any size, and when you color, it'll come out kind of like tie-dye and rainbow. And y'all know how I feel about tie-dye and rainbow. And if you don't, now you do. Makes me happy. This is what Bryan calls a happy accident. He was blue and green, as you guys saw, but when we took it out, it was liquid and it spilled inside, but now it's just dough. All right, so we have a, what did I call this? Larva, spider, beetle, centipede. Let's check it out. Ooh, that centipede is fun. All right, beetle next. Oh no, the beetle broke. Are you recording? So sometimes, guys, this isn't gonna turn out the way we want. These dudes came out pretty good, but the beetle broke on the way out and the spider broke on the way out. As you can see, he has lots of delicate parts, so it was probably not a good idea to make the spider in the first place. You want things that are more solid, like hearts and larvae and centipedes. But we learned, we know for next time. And the great thing is we can literally break up this spider and this beetle into small parts and do it all over again. Maybe into a heart, maybe we do a worm. That's what's great about recycling. Or making your crafts. Coming up next, we have both Erika and Sophia teaching us some breathing and stretching techniques to get you through the tough times.
All right, guys, so there are physical muscles and there are tension muscles, and I'm going to help you engage both to get the blood pumping, to help you focus, and for your body to feel ready for sitting down for hours. So one is the chest and shoulder opener, and you just like come together like a pencil and you breathe in, and when you breathe in, you're gonna bring your arms over your head and hold it for 1 second and inhale and exhale, and then you're gonna breathe out and bring your hands to center. I'm gonna do that now. So go. You wanna do that 2 to 3 times to just really open up your chest and your shoulders and get that blood pumping to your brain. The second shoulder and chest opener is clasping your hands behind your back. And when you inhale, you're gonna bend forward, and exhale, and you're gonna just let your arms drop a little bit. So you're gonna inhale and exhale. Then slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae and shake your arms out. All right, these next couple stretches are to focus on sitting for hours at a time, especially during virtual schooling. So one will be focused on your hamstrings and your hip flexors, and the other one will be also your sitting muscles and your back. So the hamstring one, you can either grab one leg at a time and look at something ahead of you to keep that balance, or hold on to something. You're gonna breathe in 2 to 3 times per leg. Or you can come down to the floor and stretch both of them at the same time and drop your knees towards the floor, put both hands on the floor and breathe in. And then point your knees down on the exhale. So you'll breathe in 2 to 3 times for that stretch. And then the next stretch is the sitting twist. So you come down to the ground, or you can do this in a chair. So you can have one leg out and one leg crossed, or bring both of your legs in. And you're gonna just twist one shoulder to the other side of the opposite knee. You're gonna breathe in and out. Do that 2 to 3 times per leg. I'll do it on the other side. So opposite elbow to opposite knee. And that'll help open up your chest and your brain and your shoulder and your hips. And do that every 45 minutes throughout the day if you can.
Hi everybody, we are going to be teaching you some techniques for combing and other beginning of the school year activities and little life hacks today. So I am going to show you a breathing technique because I think the online school might be a little bit stressful, and so this is a good way, instead of just taking a mindful moment like you might with your head down, to actually like focus in on yourself and start to calm down. So the one I'm going to teach you is called 4-8 breathing, and I like to do it with my feet on the ground and sitting up straight. And you can close your eyes if you want to, but if you feel weird about it, you don't have to. It's helpful to like think of an anchor point, so a place that you can focus on when you breathe. So like if your chest goes up and down when you breathe, that's a place you can focus on, or you can focus on your belly if your belly goes in and out when you breathe. But basically, all you do is you breathe in for 4 counts, and then you exhale for 8 counts. If that's a little hard to do, then you can do in for 3 counts and exhale for 6. I would start by doing it, like maybe try to do it for 30 seconds and build your way up to like 2 minutes. You can set a phone timer or have your parents set a timer, your guardian. So Tasha is gonna count it off for me so I can focus on breathing, but you can also just count in your head.
Okay, and we'll begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So you just do that for as long as your timer is set. And like I said, you can either focus on the up and down of your chest, the in and out of your breath through your nose, but you can't really see because I'm wearing a mask, or your stomach moving in and out as well. Thanks for watching.